Donald Trump's recent cabinet picks are making waves. Both Matt Gaetz as Attorney General and Pete Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. These nominations aren't just about filling positions. They signal a deeper strategy, shaking up the American system with loyalists who have long-standing grudges against the very institutions they've been tapped to lead. So let's break this down. First up is Congressman Matt Gaetz, known for his fiery speeches and unwavering loyalty to Donald Trump, who has been a harsh critic of the Department of Justice. This is a department he will be expected to lead if he becomes Attorney General. He's accused the Department of Justice and organizations like the Federal Bureau of Investigation of being politically biased, particularly against conservatives. Gaetz's distrust isn't new. It's fueled by personal history. As a congressman, Gaetz was under federal investigation for sex trafficking allegations, although no charges were eventually filed. Now, as a nominee to lead the agency that has investigated him, Gaetz's position is undeniably complex. His vision for the Department of Justice is radical. He's called for dismantling major federal law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, and starting again from scratch. In his own words, we ought to have a full court press against this weaponized government. For Gaetz, this isn't just about reform, it's about revenge. His leadership could mean turning the Department of Justice into a tool for Trump's agenda, sidelining its traditional role of being an impartial enforcer of justice. Critics worry that this approach could erode the department's independence and credibility. Pete Hegseth's story is no less dramatic. A former National Guard officer and Fox News commentator, Hegseth has openly clashed with the military establishment. He is now on track to become the Secretary of Defense. His frustrations stem from personal experiences, including an incident where his tattoos were interpreted as symbols of white supremacy during Joe Biden's inauguration in 2021. Hegseth has called out what he sees as the woke leadership within the armed forces, blaming diversity and inclusion efforts for weakening the military. Hegseth's views on defense are unapologetically combative. He's argued against women in combat roles, saying it complicates warfare and reduces effectiveness. He's also critical of NATO allies, calling them self-righteous and impotent for not investing enough in their defense. In fact, Hegseth's vision for the Pentagon is so aggressive that he suggested renaming it the War Department to emphasize its lethal capabilities. Hegseth's potential leadership could bring sweeping changes, including overhauling senior military ranks to align with Trump's vision. While he champions making the military more lethal, his critics fear his policies could alienate service members and undermine morale. These nominations highlight Trump's desire to disrupt and reshape the government in his image. If confirmed, their leadership could lead to unprecedented changes. For some, this is exactly what's needed to shake up the system. For others, it's a dangerous gamble that risks destabilizing critical institutions. Either way, Gaetz and Hegseth aren't just cabinet picks. They're symbols of Trump's broader strategy to upend the American status quo. Bureau Report, India Today Global.